Okay, so we created a empty Phoenix project, added the Docker Compose file for the database. And so our README is a little bit out of date here, so we can update this. So it says install the dependencies, yes, create and migrate your database. So you won't be able to do this without Postgres. So for development, run Docker Compose up with Docker running, obviously, and then run mix setup, yes, and then you can run your server, so that works. And our router file shows us that we have the current home page and then a spaces page. But if we go to the spaces page, it has the default Phoenix, so we want to maybe remove that. Let's go ahead and maybe add some notes here. Let's call this do this next. So in this video, I want to remove Phoenix default home page, update header, and also add the formatting, auto formatting, to work with the templates. So actually, why don't we do that first? So there's this great resource, Pragmatic Studio. They have some stuff about, let's see, vscode and maybe Heex format or something like that. There we go. So here it says, how do you add this? So this is already there with a Phoenix 1.7. Install these extensions, which I've already done, and add these settings. So I'm going to generate the settings.json, and in VS Code, I believe what you do is, let's see, you go to settings, and then what is it? Settings JSON. Okay, open workspace settings JSON, and I'll just plop it in here. And you see on the side it's created a .vscode, so it's just for this workspace. And I don't mind checking this in because it's really helpful. So anyone working on this can just benefit from these settings. Can we change the spacing in this? Indent using spaces 2. Did that change anything? Oh well, I think it's fine. So that should be helpful. So I'll copy this, and where can I put this? Can I put that here? Whoops. As a comment. And I'll just add that to Git. So Git status and Git add, and I'll just say add VS Code formatting for Heex template and so on. Okay, now let's also modify the home page. So our router points to this. Okay, so the home page, it's slash, will invoke page controller with the function home. So page controller has this function home, and it renders. So let's look at that folder. So you've got controllers, page controller, and this page folder for the HTML templates. So home HTML is what's generating all of that home stuff. So I don't actually know how to use Tailwind, which are these kind of crazy looking classes. So for now, let's just move all those out, and we'll just make a giant H1 I wonder if it will help me because let's see, how about just text large or something? Can you do that? I don't know what these do. And text color, I don't know, gray. Okay, let's just say welcome to the XR space. And so if we visit the home page now, that now says that. Okay, it totally did not center it. Okay, that just made it large, right? Okay, so is there something for center, something text center? Okay, and add some margin to the top, so margin or spacing top, margin, gap, space, top, text, middle, tailwind, add margin top, margin, control margin, margin in the Y axis. Is that what that means? MY0. Was MT. Margin top and the number of pixels. Oh, this is top and bottom. Okay, so, okay, MY. MY dash 0, 1 or more, 10. I don't know what's available to me. Okay, it kind of worked. All right, we'll figure that out. Okay, so there's that, and then there's the spaces, and there's this heading here, so we can replace some of that, and that's going to be under components, layouts. There's the root layout, which will contain the links to the JavaScript and CSS. So we want that. Let's just replace this with the XR space as well. So we're going to want to keep that. And then app is sort of the header for every page. And here we can keep some of this. Let's just replace this link here with the XR space version. We don't need this. And then here's some links, which I don't think we need these. And there's this area for flash messages, and we want those. So I'll keep that. Refresh. Okay, so we've customized the header by removing stuff. So how are we doing here? Okay, so we've done this. All right, so in the next, we probably want some way to enter a space. Enter in quotes. We have a long ways to go. But yeah, we've just barely customized this, and I do like this modal though. ABC, XYZ. So we can add that. So in the next video, we want some link here that's like enter, and we can jump into the space, or at least have some destination we can go to. Okay.